Hello everyone, Revan619 here, making a very quick impromptu video. 1.61.511 is live. I probably had missed a point there. Lord Captains, the update is live. In it, we're fixing the annoying bug for Bladedancer and assassin abilities, a lot of narrative and epilogues. Additionally, reactivity for ear gun, enemies become immune to attack during the first turn of combat, and more. Ooh, I wonder if that's the enemies joining combat bug where you just kind of dash into them or your guns just stop working. Note that always contains up-to-date information on the roadmap for upcoming patches. Yes, this is often where I read to get upcoming information. A lot of people think that I've got like some secret inside source. No, I'm just reading their update post that no one else seems to. As usual, it may take up to 48 hours to disappear on console. F for our console brethren. So, they've updated a lot of narrative stuff. Now, narrative stuff isn't exactly my forte, but I am wondering if they did fix the Cerebral Inverter MK Tactician. So this inverter is a very meta for any sort of Master Tactician build, especially a Voidborn Soldier Master Tactician. It's how you make the strongest build in the game, because you just arc rifle, get up to 1,000 intelligence, that becomes your fellowship, and then you start dropping Sanctified Staff nukes. It's the foundation for my Star Child build, which is currently the strongest build in the game. There's no arguing that. But let's see, do they mention anything about it in here? So I'm just quickly scanning through this. I don't see anything that says there about it, about item drops. Maybe we'll find something a little bit further down. I'm not going to read all of this stuff one for one. It's only the important things I want to get to. So specifically for Urilit, fixed a bug causing the bath scene with Urilit to have a long odd pause in the beginning. Well, no more awkward pauses, new meta. But mechanics, so this is the important thing for my channel as someone who likes to do build guys. The Death from Above and Blade Dance ability didn't work with Scourging Strikes talent and Where It Hurts. Fixed. I wonder if they specifically fixed Blade Dance not counting as a melee attack with this because you weren't getting scaling from strength. We'll have to look. So maybe we still need the fix that people have been circling around the Alcat forums to make Blade Dance count as a melee. The Assassin talent Imminent Demise is now properly scales damage from attacks. Yep, that's a big one that I've been complaining about because day one, the build that I wanted to show was my Lightning Assassin build. So this is an operative assassin that uses arc rifles and it completely breaks the game. There was a few bugged interactions. So I was trying to keep quiet for the first hotfix, but I noticed that Imminent Demise wasn't working, so I hadn't actually published that video. But now I can go back, I can publish my Knife Lord video, which is a video using Assassin Warrior with knives. I can publish my Arc Rifle Assassin build, which is, again, using Imminent Demise. I've got quite a few assassin builds actually in the works. So I was going to post a Cabela Executioner video, but I might have to post a Cabela Assassin video now that it's fixed. So I might do Executioner versus Assassin, like which one's better, and cover them both for Cabela. And now that we're past that first week, I will include a lot of gameplay footage from Act 1, 2, and 4, though Act 3, there's not really much unique to show off there, but I could always just show me using the multi-phase encounter to abuse stacking Listening of Hatred to some big numbers. Killing Trazyn whilst he's under the effect of Lord of Histories no longer breaks the fight. Good. Kimura debuff will now be correctly removed to Pascal if the Xeno augmentation is removed. Nice. Fixed a bug during the Battle of the Chronomancer, which could cause Zor-El to stay in combat forever if the Chronomancer was killed before his arrival. Very nice. The augmentation screen is no longer available during the Heartless Arbiter scenario and Cabela's search for the lower decks. Oh, I didn't realize that you could change augments there. Trazyn no longer use Mind Shackle Scarabs on the Rogue Trader. Assassin talent Imminent Demise now properly scales with damage from its attack. Okay, that's in there twice. Our cats even patch notes have bugs. Captain Waltz sometimes refuse to die, locking the combat. Fixed. Hadn't seen that, but okay. This is another big one. So, Malpian Shroud will no longer deal additional instances of massive base damage when used with Kick or Slice. Yeah, I noticed that. I wonder if they also fixed it with Shield Bash, because I did a video on Ablard where I've accidentally broke the game, and I noticed his kick was doing like 8 times his weapon damage. Yeah, it was pretty nutty. I think there was one about Clenched Teeth. Yeah, Clenched Teeth will sometimes not work and fixed. CRPG Bro will be very happy to hear that, because that's why he's been holding off his Abelard guide. So yes, no, he'll be very happy to see that. I've already pinged him a message in the background. Yeah, in some rare cases, consumables, grenades, medkits could not be equipped onto a companion. Fixed. That, if only that meant Ulfar. It never means Ulfar. It's funny because Ulfar can't use stims or Medicaid, but anytime I've seen a media save from the developers, they've always got the Gladiators medkits. So it's like, why not just let him use Medicaid? Like, why you didn't exploit yourself in your own damn save files? Fixed an issue with the formula's display for some abilities. Generate deference and vivid manics were sometimes displayed in the map despite not being there. That's been fixed. Cool. So some visual fixes. Eogun's body will no longer disappear after installing certain augments. Yeah, I noticed that one. Improved some cutscenes at the cage. Oh, reason for a new run. Improved Siberian soldiers animations in Zarkov. Improved the Krieg battle cutscene. Oh, I'm going to have to go back and see that. Lasguns were sometimes using textures after Wield of Death. Fix. Yeah, I noticed that when this one they glow purple. Fixed level up window. Missing some sounds. Yep, the Infinite Museum achievement would no longer require to keep Serbian alive. Cool. Kill the Xeno achievement had a typo in its code and caused the pop-up to be fixed. Yes, it was actually impossible to get 100% on the achievement, so I was always confused when other people were telling me they'd already done it. But yeah, that's fixed. Not every bug mentioned, but like I said, we'll have to test, see which one of these fix. Obviously, Wanderer's Portent still bugged and can allow Eogun or Pascal to have their ability in all their attacks when in the offhand, which can cause some infinite attack loops. So if you give Eogun the Cruel Fate and the Wanderer's Portent, he has infinite attacks as long as he crits. Because on kill, he gets an attack economy and he also recovers AP, so yeah, infinite attacks. Pascal could put it in his offhand slot and then use Inertia Boots and Rock Swords to have basically infinite attacks on kills. And if you did it as an assassin, you could make every attacker killing edge, which essentially give Pascal infinite attacks to AP, and he would have infinite MP. So then you put on the phase oscillator boots and you can just run for enemies, and yeah, completely game breaking. We still need to get a cap put onto Invigorating Resolve. This is going to be the big outstanding thing. Once I think those three issues have been fixed, then Owlcat can really start deciding on if they're going to do this brutal mode. So for those of you who don't realize and don't know, I'm going to go a little bit off track from the patch notes here. But back around DLC 1, Starrick had mentioned that they were planning a brutal mode, which was going to be similar to an Owlcat style of honor mode, rather than being like their Grimdark mode, which is just Iron Man mode. They wanted to introduce a new challenge mode. They weren't going to add additional mechanics like Baldur's Gate 3 does, because a lot of people complained that Baldur's Gate 3 hid the quote-unquote real game behind a hard difficulty, and most people who do play these games are very casual. Not a lot of people want to play unfair, but for the people that do, that accidentally break the game by just simply using a grand strategist and then stacking buffs, which means you don't even need builds, a lot of people want a real challenge. So some of the things that I've been suggesting to Owlcat for a while is having a cap on buffs, having a cap on armor, having a cap on dodge, having a hard cap on player damage modifiers, and basically removing a instant initiative from Grand Strategist. The only problem with skipping initiative is initiative system in Rogue Trader is really bad. For those of you who don't know, the way initiative works, it's D10 plus agility mod plus half perception mod. You do not roll against the enemies, you only roll against your allies. So your allies will be ordered into initiative blocks based on those rolls, and then enemies will be fitted between them and after them. The problem is enemies are grouped, so sometimes you have like 5-pack of enemies, so you could have like 3 packs of 5 enemies, so that's 15 enemies. So your character will go, 5 enemies will go, your character go, 5 enemies go, your character go, 5 enemies go, and then 3 of your team go last. And it just feels bad, especially when these enemies can one-shot you, your tank's going dead last, you can't have any proper crowd control, because Vanguard has no crowd control, it's all on Warrior. So yeah, it doesn't feel good. Honestly, if they're going to give a new difficulty mode where they, take away unlimited attack on me from Fire and Stour, take away unlimited attack on me from Daring Breach, take away infinite stacks of Firearm Mastery, maybe even put a limit on Death from Above per turn, they need to fix initiative, because initiative is the big problem. As long as we can skip initiative, we win. But when we can't skip initiative, the enemy AI is very rocket taggy, and Vanguard needs a rework to be able to survive, because going dead last and having the weakest tier 2 in the game, yeah, Vanguard needs a lot of work. A lot of people overhype Beacon of Might, but I keep pointing out that 900 strength is only a 450% damage modifier on a one-handed weapon. I can get 2k damage modifier turn 1 from just Mapium Shroud and Invigorating Resolve and Arc Militant. So there are quite a few things that need to be addressed there. But I've already sidetracked too much. Let me know if you are happy about the patch. If you're going to continue your run, I've actually been not streaming for the last 6 days because I was waiting for this update, because my assassin build, which is a pure Saiga assassin, was suffering from lack of damage due to the imminent demise bug. However, that's fixed. I'm going to be continuing that run. My next run, I'm really tempted to do an arc rifle run now, but I think people were voting for my Star Child build. It does use arc rifles, but I wanted to do an assassin arc rifle. But now I'm also tempted to do a Bladedancer Priest Art Cardinal run. There's so many Bladedancer and Assassin runs I want to do. I've got so many options. It will just have to get to in time, and I'll start trying to get out the build videos for the Rogue Trader. I will try to get out Cabela's build video today, and then we can do All Fire and Miraz High. Miraz High is secretly one of the strongest clans in the game, by the way. People sleep on him way too much because he comes in so late, and because also there's not really a good reason to recruit him on any alignment. But I will start hitting up some build videos so you can start seeing all of that. And yeah, I'll be streaming. So do, if you want to see any of that, do stop by. We are going to see some spreadsheet updates. Someone has been discussing with me from my members side of things that he's quite a bit of a whiz with spreadsheets. And he's looking to add in some quality of life features that maybe we can use stuff that allows you to select your build and auto-populate fields as well as generating the build codes from the auto-level mod. So more on that coming soon. I've been Rev619. Thank you for stopping in the video. Yeah, I'll probably be streaming later tonight then, unless some family issues come up. But bye for now.